Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm Arif, your cloud learning journey partner. In today's video, we're going to talk about AWS KMS, which stands for Key Management Service. A good question could be why we need to use AWS KMS for our web application that we host on cloud. The main reason why we need to use Key Management Service is to make sure that our data is secure. So our main concern is like whenever we are moving our data on cloud, our main concern is whether our data is secure. What if there's a data breach? How are we going to protect our data? The answer to this question is encryption. And for encryption, we need keys. We need symmetric keys and asymmetric keys. And AWS KMS is a service that will help us to create these keys that we can use for our data. So in today's video, we'll create AWS KMS keys and we will look into how we can use these keys to protect our data. So before starting the video, I just want to talk about myself. Well, I do have more than 8 years of experience in cloud computing. I have multiple certification in AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Beside that, I also have CISSP and CCSP certification. You can see my certification in the background. Well, this channel is all about cloud computing and cybersecurity. If you're interested in this field, this channel is definitely for you. If you want to see content like this, please like and subscribe to my channel because I'm planning to upload more and more videos in future. So without further delay, let's get started. I have logged into my personal AWS account, and from the search menu, let's look for KMS, which stands for Key Management Service. So I'm gonna open this in a new tab, and here we go. So let's first go through the description for better understanding. AWS Key Management Service easily create keys and control encryption across AWS and beyond. So here you can see some benefits. It's first one is fully managed, integrated with AWS services, built-in auditing, secure, reliable, centralized key management, encryption for all your applications. So this is a great product basically. So from the left panel, we see the first option is AWS Managed Keys. So let's explore what is AWS Managed Keys. Well, already you can see I do have few AWS Managed Keys like AWS Redshift, AWS EBS, AWS FSX. So these are the service names. For each particular service, I do have different keys, and these keys are created by AWS. I didn't create that keys manually. So if we want to see that these keys are cryptographic configuration, these are symmetric keys. A good question could be what is a symmetric key and what is asymmetric key? Well, there are two types of keys. One is symmetric and there is asymmetric key. So in symmetric keys, we use the same key for encryption and decryption. So it's a single key. And the other one that is asymmetric key, it has two parts of the key. One is public key, one is private key. So the next question could be when should we use a symmetric key and when we should use the asymmetric key. So if our application requires a very fast encryption decryption process, in that case, symmetric key is the answer. And if we are more concerned about the security and also the key distribution, you need to distribute the key to multiple person, then asymmetric is the answer. The problem with asymmetric key is that the encryption decryption process is lengthy, so it depends which one is more applicable for us. So that's a very little overview of encryption and decryption process. So whatever keys are created on the AWS managed section are all symmetric keys in nature. So let's explore the customer managed keys. So right now I don't have any customer managed key. So whenever we are referring to customer managed keys, that means like these keys should be created from our end as a user. So I'm gonna click create key in here. So let's go through the symmetric key first. Okay, here you can read the description as single key used for encrypting and decrypting data or generating verifying HMAC codes. So here this is what we talked about a few minutes ago, that the symmetric key, this is a single key that is used for encryption and decryption, both process. And the key usage. So why should we use, how should we use this key? The first option is like encrypt and decrypt. Use the key only to encrypt, decrypt data. That's the first usage. And the second usage is to generate and verify MAC. Use the key only to generate and verify hash-based message authentication code. So if you want to verify a message, you want to be sure that it's authentic, then you can choose this option. So, and there are multiple variations of the key specs. Let's focus on the encrypt and decrypt part. So here the key material. So whenever we create a key, we need to submit a key material. So the key material origin is KMS key property that represents a source of the key material when creating the KMS key. So this is the material that will be used to generate the keys. So there are two options. Actually, four options in total. The first one is KMS, which is recommended. That means AWS KMS creates and manages key material for us. So we are not handling the key material generation process. So AWS KMS gonna create it for us, and it's recommended. The second option is external, import key material. You create and import the key material for the KMS key. So if you're a little bit more concerned, like yes, you want to have the complete control over the key, then you can import your key material. So first you need to generate the key material and you can import it. And the third option is to AWS Cloud HSM key store. AWS KMS creates a key material in the AWS Cloud HSM cluster of your Cloud HSM key store. A good question could be, what is AWS Cloud HSM? So it's more of a like you are renting a hardware that would be used for key generation, that is HSM. So this is a little bit expensive. So for this video, we are not gonna go with this option, but suppose you're dealing with any government data or you're dealing with any sort of financial data, then you should use AWS Cloud HSM instead of just KMS or external. And the fourth option is external key store. The key material for the KMS key is an external key managed outside of AWS. So if you have your own HSM configured in your on-prem, then you can use the fourth option. Always I use the KMS one. This is recommended, and also the security part, I like it because it's pretty tight in this case. So I always go with this option. And the regionality is there are two options, a single region key. So right now we're in the North Virgin region. If we choose this option, then this key will only be effective under this region. And if we choose multi-region, then this key can be used for multiple regions. So suppose when we should use a single region, when should we go for the multi-region? That could be the next question. Well, if our infrastructure is mainly on one region, that is North Virginia, then we can just go for the single region. What if you are also planning for a disaster recovery plan? In this case, you can go for the multi-region key, because in multi-region key, suppose your primary region is North Virginia and your secondary region is could be Ohio region, then whenever there's a disaster event, you can go to the Ohio region and use this key to encrypt and decrypt your data. All right, so next go to the next section, and here we need to give it a name. We're gonna name it test. Okay, and there is some description if you want to add it, and then if you click next, and now it's asking if you want to add any key administrator. Well, what is a key administrator? So key administrators are the one who will manage these keys for you. So you can either provide this to any user, or you can provide it to any roles that you have already built. So, and that key deletion is allow key administrator to delete this key. So if you want to give your key administrator the privilege to delete the key, then you have to define it in here. Now let's go to the next option, and then the key user. So always remember, key administrator has more privilege comparing to the key users. The key users can use the key for encryption, decryption of the process, but the ultimate responsibility to secure the key or manage the key is handled by the key administrator. Now next I'm gonna click the next option in here, and that's the overall summary of our key. It should be a symmetric key, and its origin is from AWS KMS. It's a single region key, and here we have a little key policy too. So this policy is defining that this principal, this root. So because I have logged in as a root user, so this root user has this KMS full permission. That means I can do whatever I want with the key. I can use it for encryption, decryption, or I can even delete the key if I want to. So after that, I need to click finish in here, and boom, now we have our own symmetry key that we can use for our encryption and decryption process. Isn't it cool? Okay, now in this part of this video, I'm going to create an asymmetric key. So this time I'm going to choose this asymmetric option. And again, there are two options in here. The first option of key usage is for encryption and decryption, and the second option is to sign and verify. So keep here for digital signing uses the private key for signing and the public key for verification. So it depends on our use case. So for this video, I'm going to go with the encryption and decryption option. And now here we have to choose the key spec. So whenever we are choosing this key escape, this RSA is an algorithm, so it's the size of the key, the key spec. So it's 2048, 3072, 4096. If we choose this one, that means it will be much more stronger because the size of this key spec. And the key material here, we do have two options basically. One is KMS, which is recommended, and the other option is external. If we choose this option, then you can import key material from your key management infrastructure to AWS KMS and use it like any other AWS KMS key. So this is the condition. So for this video, I'm gonna go with KMS recommended, that is AWS KMS creates and manages the key material for the KMS key. And I'm gonna choose a single region key, the same, and I'm gonna call it test2 as a symmetric key, and go to the next section. And I'm not gonna choose any administrator in here, and no key users too. And you cannot change the key configuration after the key is created. So it's one time, so you need to be very sure what kind of key and what kind of configuration you want. If it doesn't match according to requirements, then if we already create it, then we have to delete and recreate it. So here is the same sort of key policy that here we can notice. And if I click finish, now we have our asymmetric key too. So if I go to this test the symmetry key one, so here we have the key policy, we can change it. The key policy, here's the configuration, and there is also key rotation. So automatically rotate the KMS key every year. So we can also choose this option. So key rotation is one of the major concern in encryption, because it's always a best practice to rotate the key, because for some reason if the key is compromised, we should be concerned about it. So for that reason, we need to always do the key rotation. We can do it by choosing this option, that is key rotation. So AWS will handle the key rotation process for us. Or if you want to be like more concerned, if you are concerned about the key rotation process, you can handle it manually. So this is a very important thing to do, and whenever you're doing the key rotation, you need to be very careful. If you don't do it correctly, then the application where you're doing the decryption will definitely break, because the key rotation wasn't handled properly. So be careful, guys. So that's the one, and the second one is test2, that is a asymmetric key. Here we can see that you can see that the public key it's showing in here. We can use this public key in any of our application, which is cool, and we can download it too. So and now the question could be, how can we use this? So whenever we are using any services, for instance, you are creating one EC2 server, just for an example. Okay, so for EC2 server, you need to have an EBS volume, the root volume that will be attached to the EC2 server. And if you want to encrypt the EBS volume, now instead of using the AWS managed AWS EBS, which is managed by AWS side, you can use your own key like this, the symmetric one. And if you use that, then you will have the complete control over the key, and in this way we know that your data that you're storing inside your EBS volume is properly secured. Congratulations guys for reaching this far of this video. Well, into this video we covered a lot. We have covered the basic concept of encryption, then we have covered AWS KMS, we have covered what is symmetric key, what is asymmetric key, how to create them, and how to use them in your application. So if you guys have any question or any concerns related to the AWS KMS, let me know under this comment section and I'm gonna reply you back real quick. Thank you so much for watching my videos. It means a lot to me. If you want me to cover any specific topic related to cloud, related to cybersecurity, let me know under this comment section and I'm gonna cover that in my upcoming videos. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel because I'm planning to upload more and more videos related to cloud, cybersecurity, or anything related to IT. That's all for today. Have a great and wonderful day.